Okay, welcome to another policy whiteboard session. And just to recap, the reason why I'm doing these policy whiteboard sessions is simply because time and time again, when I go into a hospital, and I've been in hundreds of these meetings, I typically get asked to move away from the screen, so the PowerPoint or the great software of ours that we're demonstrating, and we usually end up on a whiteboard like this, talking about the non-software stuff that arguably really matters more to a hospital when they're trying to sort out their policies and procedures. So the do's and don'ts are the best practices, if you will, for hospital policy management. Today we're talking about why to do a policy inventory and how to do a policy inventory. The why is pretty simple. Embarking on a document management, and in this case, a policy management journey or project, is a big, big deal. And you're going to be giving up and wasting, just quite honestly and bluntly, a lot of time and a lot of money if you're going into this project dark. So I wanted to actually walk you through how to conduct a policy inventory, because if you conduct a policy inventory by yourself, not through another company or a consultant or anyone else, just by yourself, you're going to save a lot more money and man hours and then go into the actual policy project with more clarity. So I've already taken the liberty of actually writing a few things up here, just organizing my thoughts. So the first thing that you want to go through and get a handle on is simply the number of policies. So how many policies do you have? Do you have 100? Do you have 500? Do you have 1,000? I've seen tens of thousands, right? So get a handle on the total number of policies. Then you're going to categorize. So again, apologize for my writing. It really hasn't changed since the 4th grade. You know, sometimes I wish that my mom gave me a little bit more or some more coloring books to work on my fine motor skills, but this is how I write. I'm really sorry. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at the number of policies and then we're gonna organize them by category. So by topic, by department, or if you're a large chain of hospitals, you wanna organize it or tag it or categorize it as well by site. So what hospital is that policy part of? Or is it just a corporate or a system or generic policy that applies to all of your facilities? The next thing you want to do is figure out what format are these policies in. Are they in Microsoft Word? Are they in PDF? Are they in PowerPoint, Excel? Do you have org charts in Visio? Do you have the good old hard copies? And please be honest, I know you got the hard copies, even if you say, nope, we are actually 100% electronic. I think if you went on the floor and you walked around and you looked really closely at those bulletin boards and all of the units and nursing units, or you started peeking in people's drawers, you're gonna see old policies pinned up there or hidden in there, or medical reference books from 2002, and somebody is still using that because they figured they couldn't afford to buy the new reference book, so on and so forth. So go through, figure out what format they're in, be honest about their hard copies, and if a policy exists in more than one version, mark that down as well on your spreadsheet or on your chart. For example, you're probably going to find there's a lot of Microsoft Word and PDF mirroring or policies in both formats, simply because a lot of hospitals edit their policies in Word and publish it in PDF so nobody can change it. The problem with that is there ends up being more and more of a chasm between the two over time because you're juggling two repositories. The next thing you want to do is do what we call a state of readiness. So basically you're trying to figure out, are the policies, are they updated or are they not updated? Really simple, right? Are they updated or not? So you want to mark that down as well. And then finally, you want to do duplicates. You want to mark down duplicates and obsoletes. So are they duplicate policies? Do you have more than one, basically? Or are they obsolete? Is it an old policy that a surveyor, an inspector, or one of your frontline staff should not be reading or using whatsoever? So duplicates and obsoletes. And I know I said one more, this was the last one, and I didn't tell the truth. There was one more. Archives. So where are your archives? Are they in the basement of the hospital somewhere, tucked away in a filing cabinet gathering dust? Probably legally you need to do that, because I know most states and provinces you need to legally keep the original version. But are they in physical format? Are they in digital format or electronic format? Or do you just not know where the heck they are? And that's okay if you don't, because I can't count the number of times that I've been into a customer or a prospective customer where they didn't know where all of their archive versions are. So there it is. That is why to do a policy inventory and how to do a policy inventory. So that's the end of this particular policy whiteboard sessions.